it messed with our coffee this morning. At the same time, we're trying to get things ready. And we need coffee here. You know, we make rocket fuel, coffee and cocoa.
Oh, shoot.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go.
It's time. It's time for the good news, the bad news, and the other shit. Hey, boom, boom, boom. The good news, the bad news, and the other shit. Well, Vic, you know, it's really four things that are the topics of the day, you know, and they just are there. They're sitting right there.
Good-looking women.
First thing, well, Suzette ain't here. We should have a blow-up Suzette, or like one of them poster board ones. You can just sit right here.
I can think of four things right off the top.
Well, we need something, because I could have her right here, Suzette. Oh, baby.
All day, huh?
You know.
All day.
She's just wonderful.
Yeah. Miss you.
Happy times.
Yes.
All right, you guys. Shocking. Conrad Murray, guilty. Not that I'm not shocked at the verdict. I'm just shocked at the way the whole thing felt. That man, you guys, you know, even though I feel like he deserves it all, just the look on his face was chilling to me. I mean,
very much so.
He was. I don't think he really expected to lose, and the look on his face, he looked so stunned. And have any of y'all, those of you who've been to jail?
Which community are you talking to?
Many of us have been to jail.
Visiting?
That moment when you finally realize you're going to jail.
As a visitor?
I'm known as under arrest.
Well,
how many of you? Yes, you have never felt that feeling of I'm about to go to jail. Then you haven't lived. So he had that feeling yesterday, Conrad Murray. But you know, what he did, Vic, was so flagrant.
Right.
You know, I was telling people $150,000 a month. He could have paid a nurse to sit by the bed every night and still made a profit. Still made a big profit. Could have paid someone to sit there. The monitoring stuff would have cost a few $1,000s. They could have had a full monitoring. Right. They could have had an Ethernet connection from his monitors into some group of doctors sitting in a hospital somewhere, some state-of-the-art stuff. They could have done all this with all the monitoring and got some real professionals and tried to help the man.
Right.
For $150,000 a month, you can get the best sleep specialist in the world to come take care of you and give you appropriate therapy and help you deal with this and also help you to detox. Okay. So Conrad Murray, he was so bad with, by the way, no notes.
I know.
No charting of any of this. While he's giving drips and Lord. I mean, the level of incompetence as a physician rises to such an extreme.
And you felt bad to some degree, right?
I felt bad.
And so,
the same way I feel bad for any person meeting self sometimes. Not in a way where I want to get in the way of the process.
Right.
But just because I too have done wrong and had to meet self. As part of that, I feel for you. Just like when you stick your foot in your mouth.
Right.
I've done that.
Oh, yeah.
You can just guess. I probably have stuck my foot in my mouth. So I know what it's like to say something stupid.
Okay.
And want to take it back.
I like your point of view. Now, let me give you a good relative comparison. Because you always say, Victor, you don't bring comparisons. You don't bring the real.
Tell the real.
I'm going to bring the real for you.
Bring it.
What? You felt that moment, that little moment you said, oh, and it tugged on your heart, right? Tugged on you, right? Did you feel that way when Bernie Madoff had to go away?
No, hell no.
What? I don't get it.
Because I couldn't relate.
Wait a minute.
I have to relate.
Wait a minute. What do you think is far more detrimental?
I didn't feel bad when they took OJ away to jail either.
Wait, first of all, let me tell you guys.
Some people, they take you away. Lindsay Lohan, when they take her away to jail, I actually start playing music and shit. Take her away because I know it's only 2 or 3 hours of an inconvenience for her.
Wait a minute. Let me just say now, you got tugged on your heart for that moment, and you didn't feel the same way for Madoff, man? I feel an internal bias within this organization. Should you have had that moment of clarity for the man when he's going away for so many years?
Yes, you idiot. He should have had a moment of clarity when he ordered 2 gallons of propofol. Like that can't be tracked. Idiot. What kind of idiot shit is this? You know, I mean, yeah. You know, why can't you just all of that? Like I said, all you do is hook the monitors. You know, he could have had state of the art stuff, dude. So it's so flagrant. Oh, anyway, but Conrad Murray,
right.
Guilty of, now they say the judge overstepped himself by even sending him to jail. That the standard would have been that he would have been on, you know, home, whatever. Now, when you got home jail and you live in a pretty good home, what the hell is that? Can you imagine that? So somebody tell Mario you have to be in home jail. And I go, can women visit?
Okay. So,
they go, yeah.
So how bad
and you can have food
feel?
delivery.
Right.
I think they say, yeah. I get to use cable and all that, internet.
See?
They say, yeah.
See?
So what the hell is home jail?
Okay.
But a big-ass party
but remember,
when you have some money.
You're the one who said, my heart for a moment.
No, I said I felt bad for him, that shock of that moment of realizing that he was going to jail.
You don't think the prosecutors even sat down with him and said, let me tell you with all the evidence around you.
I'm just saying, even still, there's a difference when thinking you might go to jail to when you realize you are going to jail. There's a whole big difference in might. It's just like getting sued when they could be pregnant.
Right.
But there's a whole lot of different feeling when they pregnant.
See, I've already come to a conclusion what really happened here. So I want to let you guys know because Mario being this man, he's so insightful. And then we said we have to wrap this around a theory we believe actually is happening. I figured it out. Mario. Guess what it is?
What is it?
It's payback for OJ.
See, I knew it. It's payback. But OJ, I thought we traded OJ. I thought that had all been worked out. That we traded OJ to the white folks. And now they get him. And who do we get? We got somebody. I remember this because, you know, this was actually carried out. I saw this on cable. It was a big international meeting.
Yes.
And officially black people traded OJ to the white folks.
See, it's payback.
He's not ours, and he's yours.
He's
yours.
And unfortunately,
I can't remember who we got.
And here's
Lady Gaga.
This is the bad thing. The steam behind this doesn't even come close to what happened with OJ. So, in a way,
OJ had you scared to go to work. White folks, like they had like lynch fever all over again and shit.
So
I'm like, y'all really want some ass? Huh? Y'all want to kick somebody's ass?
And let me say what has happened in the failure to get payback. The media didn't get the swarm of stories, topics, and headlines the way they ultimately wanted to. Because I told Mario, I kept saying, if I hear another quote of, can you set the scene? And an hour later,
can you set the scene?
The same damn scene.
Wolf. First of all, y'all have some strange names. Wolf Blitzer.
Set the scene.
Yeah, no, we can't set shit. You set the damn scene.
That's right. So unfortunately, they already said we're getting him back. He's guilty. Just go on and do you guys' thing. He's going down. This is payback.
Well, okay. Well, you see what's happening.
Right.
Anybody? I'm just curious. Can I'm polling the chat room. I think they're pretty hard on Dr. Murray. They're not moved. They don't seem to be moved. I'm trying to just get a feel for the chat room. How do y'all feel about Conrad Murray?
Oh, that's cold.
I know Norman wants to put a spike in him. But he is the fall guy. He's not, you know what? He's not just him.
Right.
But he was so incompetent. PMC said he got to go. Gotta go.
See? They done led you guys astray. Bamboozled you. You don't even realize the corporate interest behind this.
$150,000 a month.
There's so much corporate interest behind this. The lawyers that represented Conrad is from what company? What company do they represent? Is it AIG? Is it?
I guess so.
I'm not sure.
They're the big pocket.
Hey, okay. It's called.
All I know, it looked rough for Michael. We can't imagine him doing all those concerts. But we know that Conrad Murray, if it puts fear into all the doctors out there practicing this kind of medicine, so be it. Good. Yeah, don't do it no more.
It should.
I mean, $150,000. See, I feel sorry when I start saying his salary. Then I start losing my sympathy. $150,000. Every time you feel sorry, go $150,000 a month. Then you say, shit, I ain't sorry. You got money in jail. I mean, right now, when you come out, you rich. He comes out, he's rich.
Think about it.
Yeah, he's rich. He's rich when he comes. And when you got that kind of money, you get protection in jail.
I'm saying, wait a minute.
You hire big blackie.
I'm just saying. Does anybody know? It's so funny because PMC he said, "Nah, Vic, he was just making big money and he was just stupid." I said, "Okay, that's good." How did he get to Michael? What company?
Somebody said.
What company put him in that position?
That's the whole thing. We're going to get it. That might have to be a conspiracy Wednesday.
That works for conspiracy Wednesday.
That would, but not tomorrow, because tomorrow our conspiracy is more on Herman Cain.
Well,
all right. Well, maybe after 5 o'clock today, it may not be that much of a story, huh? PMC, it might not be a story by 5 o'clock. We might have to say, well, here's what PMC said before Herman got out the race.
Yeah, may not work. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know. All right, you guys. Let's go to the next big topic.
Okay.
Oh, and I left it off here.
You can always
Herman Cain. Okay. So now they got this fourth woman came out. See, this is what happens. When you are in the public, don't keep talking all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I see no one. I want anyone that I'm wrong to come forward. Knock. Let us in. See, we shouldn't even say that kind of shit. That's what cracks me up.
What?
Like, remember when the presidential candidate, what was the guy who you forgot, you guys remember. He said the press will never bust him, and he was out with some girl cheating on some boat called like cheating.
Oh, you're talking about the guy, Gary something. I can't remember
you guys
his name.
remember? I'm blocking you guys.
Yeah.
It's a senior moment. But anyway, you never dare people to come out when you have them in your past.
Yeah.
So this woman said, she didn't want no money. She already thought it was settled. But she couldn't. She was so tired of hearing Conrad Murray talk all that shit that she had to come back out and challenge him.
Good one, PMC.
Gary Hart.
Good one.
Thank you, PMC. And Monkey Business was the boat. He's out cheating with his wife on a boat called Monkey Business. If that ain't funny.
Yeah.
Okay, some people just, they so easy to bust.
Well, I'm going to say this right offhand with the young lady, what's her name? Sharon Bialik? I don't know. Balik? I don't know how they pronounce it.
Oh, and Russ. You hear what he said?
Well, yeah.
He said Bialik.
Bialik, right. I know.
He went right there. Russ Limbaugh went oral sex on her.
Say he had to. But already a criticism is when something that has happened to you, you really don't need a teleprompter to read every word. They already are jumping on her.
George Bush did.
Yeah, every word. So if you sit there and say, okay, this is what happened, and they're watching our eyes, they said, I'm not convinced you're reading every word from a teleprompter. So
does that make it not true?
No. All it means is that the person that you don't respect as an attorney is already showing the weaknesses. You said, is it Gloria Allred? Did you say?
Well, like I said, all I know is my attorney friends tell me that she's not an intimidating attorney at all.
And
you can tell from the way they say it.
Yes.
They go, the attorneys I know say, she says she gets over because she fools people into thinking she's an attorney.
Yes.
She can never do anything at an actual trial.
Now, let me just say
no
this.
good at trial.
Let me just say this. There are many stories where we have what we call advocates of representation with people who have gone through certain things that may or may not be qualified in their professional position, but they're there lending their arm of support. So there are many stories of people who are not in the best position, and they get away with it because it's their photo op moment. It's that media moment that even if you get people to talk about you, it works. And Gloria, with the double chin hanging a little bit low.
Why we talk about her chin, man? Y'all guys got to bring up somebody's chin.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Just because they got a little extra body
Don't do the
fat.
side views. Okay? I get talked about my head with a little hook in the back and stuff. I've taken the victim's corner and wrapped it around and embraced it in my life. She has to do the same.
Hey, so Matt, you got to tell me if I'm supposed to read this letter. See, I don't know. Y'all have to tell me, because that's why I read letters. People say, I didn't want you to read that letter.
Hey.
I said, well, I didn't know. How am I supposed to tell the letters you're supposed to read, not read?
He's all
some
for
people.
It. Mac wouldn't send anything.
Okay, I don't know. Some people.
It's not covert.
I didn't say it was Mac. Some other folks sent me letters. They were like, don't read that letter.
No, Mac.
I said, I didn't know.
Mac is taking the formula, I'm here to shock the world.
Well, let's hear what Mac has to say.
Okay.
Mac McAllister, G&M Bureau Chief, all the way from Port Townsend, weighs in. And I read from Mac. The brother is guilty. This is a guy thing, and we don't have to worry about your female interns filing a lawsuit against Pac Stereo. Since I'm an old freak now, if I was a young freak, what if I was a young freak? Would have made the same moves. I like the way he put together his game plan. If you're in a position of authority and a person of color, there are certain procedures you must follow. Rule number 1, never, never, never try to sexually harass a sister.
You're wrong.
What if Herman made some moves on Linnell? Next stop, ER. She might have taken him up. Then the scene is Herman trying to get out that door while come on back. I ain't done. Come bring your ass back here. You got some more, you got some more pipe to lay, baby. He be trying to get out. I just gotta go home. No, come on back. All right, check it out. He upgraded her hotel accommodation to let her know it is the real deal. If you're going to bump uglies on a scale of 10, at least 8 or better. Next, you wine and dine her to show you really got your act together. The moment of truth, which is a bullfighting term, he points out, slowly slide your hand up her leg. And as they say in the ghetto, pet the monkey.
Monkey?
Monkey? That's right. It was called a monkey back then. Now it's a hairless chihuahua.
Don't say it. Monkey.
Once the monkey has been aroused, the woman is so impressed she will blow on your harmonica like Stevie Wonder.
Oh, that's wrong. You guys are so wrong.
And that, unfortunately, it never occurred to Herman at the time he'd be running for president of the United States. That's right. And that's the way it was. Everybody, Mac McAllister.
You know what?
So he weighed in. Mac said he's guilty. Herman Cain.
It was...
Herman Cain. First of all, I'm impressed at his age. He still wants some sex.
First of all, wouldn't it be better for him if he is guilty? The book tour and the follow-up is amazing. I mean, you think about it. There's more. Think about this. The candidates that will lose this year probably won't have that much to run with.
You know what? Tomorrow is Conspiracy Wednesday. Some people say that the conspiracy is the unraveling of any competition at all for Barack Obama.
Yep.
Here they were weak-ass candidates in the first.
Yep.
Now they're even weaker. Yeah. And they're saying this is what was the same thing done for Clinton.
Yeah.
When all the money got behind Clinton and left Dole.
Yep.
As you know, the president's out to raise record money. So tomorrow, you guys, in the good news, bad news, and other shit, tune in because we're going to be talking more about this.
Yeah.
The conspiracy aspects of all of this.
Yeah.
Tomorrow during Conspiracy Wednesday.
Sounds good.
All right. So let's move on a little bit. Kim Kardashian visits Chris Humphries. This came out. Did you see this?
Yeah, I did.
Kim Kardashian was spotted boarding a late-night flight from Los Angeles to Minneapolis to see her husband. She supposedly, she filed for divorce after 72 days.
Right.
He was devastated.
By getting the visit?
By the filing of divorce. He says, I would have hit it one more time.
Wait a minute.
From the back.
That's one
if
thing.
I had to known.
That, you know what? There's one thing that's going to happen. We all know this. The paperwork filing doesn't constitute necessarily that they're never going to talk. But it is news when you do talk because we want to know what's going down. Don't you want the personal
I want to know who's going
information?
down.
Right. I would give you guys my details, but I think you all fall asleep. So, hence, we rely on people like Kim and Chris to fulfill those details, those wonderful hype stories that Chris is going to share. His wonderful post-NBA book tour lifestyle.
I had never heard of him before this myself.
Well,
so.
he's got it now.
Did he start?
It's already there now. Right now, the strategists are sitting there saying, here's the worst case scenario. If you don't play any more NBA basketball, You know you have a revenue life that's going after this.
He can write his book. 72 days.
There you go.
On those high thread count sheets. You know how it is. Y'all know the high thread counts.
I think a great topic would be 72 days on the pill.
72. What she's on the pill?
I
think she got the ring.
Okay.
All right, you guys. So that's the one thing we are. So we think the question I have for today is: have you heard enough about Kim Kardashian?
And the vote is no.
Cricket.
No. We're gonna watch this.
We're gonna hear more about.
Oh, this is done.
Are you guys done hearing about Kim Kardashian?
Oh no.
Some folks say yes. Are you done looking at Kim Kardashian?
No, they're gonna say yes because they have ex-girlfriends that remind them of Kim.
Would you be willing to enjoy the Kim Kardashian sex tape collage?
You see?
Yeah. That's the one.
No,
can we get a sex tape collage?
Mario, this is a biased reporting angle. The same voters right now that's in this chat room actually voted that they'd rather hear from Eartha Kitt.
All right. The Santa baby.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to see how she does it.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to this next one. Vic, this is actually a sports controversy, but it's a controversy still involving sex because it's getting, it's getting to be a deeper and deeper pit.
Yeah. Because
sometimes it's not so much the acts that end up being the issue, but the cover up, right?
True.
Because you get this will serve as a reminder. Watch out who you cover up for, because this may actually take Joe Paterno down.
Yep.
And I know PMC is feeling this. He's right in that area.
Yep.
And he knows how much they love Penn State down in that area. This is a legend.
Yes,
this
sir.
is a legend. So what Penn State, Jerry Sandusky
Yep.
had a foundation supposedly to help struggling children, inner city children, at-risk youth.
Yep.
And he was doing some of them.
Yep. It's that simple.
It's the way it goes. Not the people on the team, but supposedly 8 different boys over 15 years.
And the one that they're still trying to locate is the one who actually was in the sexual act that Mike McCreary, at that time grad student, now current receivers coach, basically said, I saw the actual sexual act and reported it to Paterno. So, we're going to get...
first mistake. Okay, let's go there.
All right.
You walk into the shower and see an adult male.
That's right.
Sexually involved with a child.
Yeah.
You go tell your supervisor or go to the police right then.
I know. See?
So you don't go. See, the first thing you're supposed to, or do you sit down and watch the act and carefully document?
Hey,
See, you know what? To me, you should either say stop it, call security,
protect the child,
do something right away to protect the child. You don't wait.
Right.
You have to. This is an abuse situation. And that's what you have to. You have to go there.
They're all in the condition. I mean, we're going to get to it in Newz
Well,
Sports.
PMC went there right away. Says yes, right away.
Right.
Can't wait.
Look, everybody's going to get into what the point of information that was officially reported, because on one hand, Spanier, I can't remember his name. He is the president of the university. He's protecting, of course, the 2 guys who were indicted. The senior VP
watch who you protect.
and the athletics director. And I said, he's already shielding them. And I said, so you're going to have to say he didn't say there was a sexual act. He's going to say it was this. I said, Mike McCreary right now is about to go official. And when he goes official and said, these are the words I said, point blank. Because they're going to say he either played it down or it got played direct. And I said, right now, you guys are about to see the firestorm. This is where I go. Here's the NCAA. Let's see how much you rally behind the good old boys network. I already know that Joe Paterno attorneys are going like this. You know something? A conference, because you're Joe Paterno, it's not going to work. Mario, would you sit back and watch this game this weekend with Joe on the sidelines with this above his head? I would sit there and say, you guys are that damn bold, right?
You can't, and it's too big and too dirty to sweep it to the side.
Yep.
It's not enough to say I did my part. I filled out the paperwork. And then I went right back to work with this guy, and then worked right next to him while he continued to abuse children for 15 years.
Yeah.
See, that's where it becomes. So the next time you thought, if he says, "Oh, Roger, no, Jerry, little Billy Hayward's here," and then Jerry says, "I'm going to lunch. I won't be back."
Right.
And so you're okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm saying at some point something's going on. Okay.
The hard part so much about this too is even when they get the history of what has happened, and of course they barred or banned Jerry Sandusky, from the university, bringing children to the university.
Oh, and keep them at home.
Keep them whatever. Yeah, this is the part. Yeah, I know. I got it. The banning of it is the one thing I said. So the worst punishment is to ban him. So he's still allowed to come on the university. What makes it even worse is 2006 or 2007, and he comes on the university with a child. So nobody flagged that. Then he is as recent on the university premises as last week. So the part I'm going like this, you talking about complicity? Here's the part where people go like this. This is Penn State. We have the shield. You know what the shield of Penn State is? Joe Paterno. Joe Paterno's Penn State. We're bigger than Pennsylvania. Long as that ride's heard, it's cool. Right now, you guys are about to see the domino effect go way down because you know what? The police, the sheriff said at this point, he's going, imagine if Joe's son was the one in the shower. Would he say, let me just report it to the athletics director, and that'll be it.
There you go.
It's done.
All right. So as you can see, more to follow on this whole issue. At Penn State, the shocking allegations of a coach involved, and not so much, again, we know pedophiles are there, but whether or not people that you respect would actually look away and pretend not to see.
It's done. There's a lot of people who are sitting here going, hey, I did what I was supposed to do. And I said, wow, it's amazing when you think about that the kid, the one who is the victim here, not only, there are more victims. And of course, the ninth one has popped up as well. I said, just think they can't locate the other person. Marlo, isn't the part that gets you here? Don't we hope that child has received support and is alive and well?
And he's obviously now 15 years later or something.
Yeah.
So he's grown. He probably don't want to be found. You want everybody in the world knowing that you got done by Jerry Sandusky.
It's the assumption that he's still alive and kicking. I mean, the part that gets in here is that many years and that happening, and you grow into understanding what has happened. And so now what's happening, the swarm of what they call the law, and everybody saying, look, we have a mission. We want to put you on the stage here so we can go prove our point and punish this. I said, can you still carry this off? Can this still go its course without this kid? I mean, is it necessary for him to sit back and have his face blasted everywhere just so you can turn around and say, let me do the job that they didn't do? And I said, I don't know. What side would you want to be on? If it was your son or daughter, would you want them for all the world to see?
See, that's the whole thing. That's the part that's really hard. That's for all rape victims.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Occupy Wall Street, got to give you that update. Here's some breaking news, really, as it relates to Occupy Wall Street. This coming through RT.com, which is one of the resources we've indicated you can use. As it turns out, the Occupy Wall Street protests, which have been spreading to cities all over the world, are now planning a march. And if you're on the East Coast, you may get to participate. Starting this Wednesday, November 8th, protesters in New York City's Zuccotti Park, which is the central hub and starting point of the ongoing Occupy Wall Street movement, they're going to be marching hundreds of miles from lower Manhattan into Washington, D.C., all the way to Chocolate City, my piece of the rock. They're going to be walking all the way there, marching and stopping at smaller occupation-style demonstrations along the way. So I guess they're going to be going through New Jersey,
right,
Delaware,
nice little
Maryland,
tour.
Those kinds of things.
Nice little tour, right?
Yeah, nice little tour.
Yeah. That works.
And so that's one thing to know. Now, the other thing is that it was just released some video footage of a protester who was shot. This was a protester who was shot by the police. The video footage was just released. Let me see what I got. Let me tell you some information just before I take you there. Okay. Okay, this video, and I'll get it ready right here, Vic.
Okay.
This video was shot by an Occupy Oakland protester. It's now being made available, and people are saying it is the most outrageous act of abuse by law enforcement in the weeks since the thing became.
Wow.
So an unnamed protester rallying in Oakland last week managed to be rolling film as he approached a gauntlet of riot gear-clad police officers lining a street. He asked the cops, "Is this okay?" And as you see, it gets a little crazy. Let's take a look, everybody, right now.
Is this okay? Is this okay?
March all over this, I dare you! March all over it!
They say he's gonna get shot.
Put your fist on this! 99%. You can shot me in the face. 99%. Ow! 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 You like fucking frogs, he shot me!
Wow.
Okay, now, has their statement been made?
Wow.
As a state-
This just came out, you guys. I go there immediately. Remember now, see, I tell you guys all the time, you would think I would have seen these videos before the
Yeah.
show. No,
No, we don't.
We go during
We
the
don't.
show and look at our resources because we
Right.
also like to share the thing with you. I'm stunned. I hadn't seen any of it. It just came up.
Right. I know.
I go to RT and some of the other ones right at the beginning of the show because the latest breaking things, right?
Right.
But that's late. That's from today.
So wait a minute. Let me just get this. Let me understand this. There's a row of policemen sitting there, and if they're under orders to shoot, let's just say for whatever reason, they basically have somebody saying, "I'll take the single shot." No one else is being threatened.
Obviously, we don't know. That's part of the controversy. You see the guy.
Yeah.
I'll play it again, too. He's walking along. He's just saying, "Is this okay?"
Okay.
Videotaping with the camera.
Right.
No one responds. They're just looking at him.
Right.
As he walks along, at
Right.
some point, he is shot.
So they're going to use the argument that he was reaching for something. They're going to use that position. So there's no other follow-up as it relates to this right now.
But here's they're saying it's being followed up on. There's no follow-up yet. It's coming out that they said at least a projectile was believed to be either a beanbag or a non-lethal rubber bullet.
It sounded, to me, Mario, from seeing what I saw, it didn't seem like it was a bullet. A bullet. I thought it was something else. Now, that may be me. But it's still a weapon. It's still a weapon. The idea that he has to be threatening you. So if he's threatening you, then what was the act of being threatening?
There was no threatening act as far as now. Remember, you had a person 2 weeks ago, Scott Olson, who has been a big subject of talk.
Right.
A protester who actually received a skull fracture.
Right.
After being hit in the head.
Right.
From one of these projectiles, non-lethal projectiles, which can be lethal if it hits you the right spot.
That's right.
But I'll show this again, you guys, because we think it's pertinent.
Yeah.
And see, this again, it's take you to RT.com. The cameraman will be getting shot.
Is this okay?
If nobody says yes, then leave. I'm sorry. Leave. Oh, man.
March all over this, I dare you! March all over it! Every single one! Put your fist on this! 99%. You can shot me in the face. 99%. You're fucking wrong. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Yeah. Because you can see the projectile. You actually can see it, so you know that it'll be one of those preventive measures where they'll probably say there is a. I'm not saying I agree with it. I just think they say there's a position where you cross a line and they have that right. They'll use some kind of argument like that.
Well, remember
That's
I told
not right,
you
though. That's not
that
cool.
There's an ongoing campaign to crack down on videotapers.
I
We
know.
showed you an incident where a woman was videotaping an incident from her own front porch behind a gate.
Right.
Okay? And something that was happening across the street, and the police came into her yard and threatened her.
Right.
So we've got to do something about this.
Yeah.
Especially and all y'all who think you're gonna grow up to be pigs like the old days. I'm sorry, I'll go back there and do whatever you want to people.
Wow.
Then it's gonna be on a whole different kind of a level. Because obviously the people are not gonna allow you to get away with that.
True.
It's just not going to happen.
I agree. I
All right.
agree.
So you guys tune in tomorrow. We're gonna have PMC. Well, we made PMC depends what happens at 5 o'clock.
PMC says, show my stuff today because 5 o'clock may change your mind. Oh, yeah. I got
Because
you.
we're gonna do the Homer Kane stuff. I was trying to say for the political day.
I know
you
what
guys,
I know what you was trying to do, man. I know.
Well, all right. So everybody tune in tomorrow for Conspiracy Wednesday. That's right. This has been the good news, the bad news, and the other shit. That's right. Don't videotape those police. You might get your ass kicked. Don't videotape. You better get you some stealth video. Go live on Pack Stereo. Yeah, man.